and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day. Ow, ow, ow!
Hello everyone, how we doing? I don't know why I'm blurry. That's a bit unusual. How's everyone doing? We got Janelle in already. How are you doing, dude? Thanks for joining. There we go. I should be clear now. How's everyone's weekend been? Anything fun happen to anyone over the weekend? We've just got the last bits of SmackDown going on, which looked like a brilliant show, teasing that Kevin Owens heel turn. Orton was trying to keep him at bay, which, I mean, Orton being the rational one, that's a bit crazy. So for Monday Night Raw, we've got Braun Strowman, Big Bronson Reed going up in a last monster standing match. That should be an absolute banger. We've got Jey Uso, the new Intercontinental Champion, appearing. We're having Judgment Day battles the LWO in a six-man tag match. Rey Mysterio and Xavier Woods are going one-on-one in a first-time meeting. Kofi Kingston versus Chad Gable going one-on-one. And then we're going to have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, both having a bit of a promo. That was before we have Bad Blood this weekend. So there's quite a bit going on tonight. And it's nice that they've announced 6 or 7 different sort of segments for tonight, considering last week they only announced 3. We've got Heel Adam Foreign as Last Monster Standing. Yep, that's tonight. That'll be going on the show. Very shortly, within the next sort of 3 hours. Why not on pay-per-view? That's my question. I don't know why. I would love to know why that hasn't been put in the Bad Blood lineup, because that, to me, is a great match for a pay-per-view. You'll put these 2 huge behemoths going one-on-one tonight. You're giving away an awesome match, unless they're going to rerun it at the pay-per-view for some reason. Could you stick them in Hell in a Cell, do you think? Does it feel big enough for Hell in a Cell yet? I think it does. So, yeah, I've got no idea, Heel. But hopefully everyone's having a good week so far. It is only Monday, though. Well, Tuesday for me in the UK. So, it's going to be a good show. We're going to be covering Bad Blood this weekend, I presume. If it's not me, hopefully someone else will be covering it. But I think I should at least cover it, because there's been some great WWE storylines building up to this pay-per-view, especially that Drew, especially Punk. It'd be a shame for us not to cover it this weekend. And I will be letting people know I will be back next week, but I won't be here the week after, because I will be at a WWE live show in a couple of weeks' time. So we are on the commercial break before we're starting Monday Night Raw. So anyone got any questions for me? You can throw any questions you like my way. What do we think? Do we think we're going to get a Bray Wyatt segment? Oh, well, I say Bray Wyatt. I always say Bray Wyatt. It's not. It's Uncle Howdy segment tonight. Is it going to be another video clip? Is it going to be a QR code again? Because last week we did do what's needed on them. And we managed to work out pretty much everything, I think, which was quite nice. What's people been up to over the weekend? What's been going on in your life? You'll let me know. There we go. We're just coming up to Monday Night Raw, so let's get the cans on. And we're starting off, obviously, with the Then Now Forever, as we do. my thoughts on the Vince Netflix documentary. I've got 2 episodes left. I have sort of been gradually working through it, but I think that there is a lot of stuff that has been very good and very enjoyable. But then I also think there's been quite a few things that possibly have been maybe over-exaggerated or maybe elaborated on too much. But there's a lot of stuff that I'm not sure that is going to be. A lot of stuff's going to be sort of cancelled. I mean, even the first opening lands, Vince said, "I'm not going to tell you everything." So I think that there is going to be a lot more in the closet that Vince won't have spoke about, and I think there is a lot of other things that people probably are not going to know about ever. So yeah, I think that it's very good. It's very well done, as it is with near enough every Netflix documentary. But I do think that it's not a complete complete coverage, I think, is the best way to put it for you. What about you, Will? What did you think of it? Did you enjoy it? Have you enjoyed being watching it? So we've got we've got Tessitore in the ring and Wade Barrett. I'm liking the way that they're doing this little bit of a intro while the guys are in the ring. That's quite cool. So we've got Tessitore. How do you think Tessitore is doing as a announcer? Is he doing a good job? Do you think that he's doing better than everyone previously? Because I think he's been doing absolutely fantastic. And we're going to recap of last Monday. Bron Breakker versus Jey Uso for the Intercontinental Championship. And what a match. What a fantastic showcase of a match. I think that in terms of matches on Monday Night Raw, Intercontinental title match was absolutely fantastic. So Hale says it's okay, just trying to figure out what Netflix angle is. They just got Raw, so why continue to release the doc at all? I think it might be money. They might have put enough money into the show and into the actual production of it that they don't want to feel like it's gone to waste, especially if it's been 2.5 years in production. So I think that they didn't want to lose the money on it more than anything. So yeah, I mean, it's been very fun. And like I said, I've still got a couple of episodes left. So once I've done every episode, I might do a video on it and explain my sort of views on it. I know there is already one from Wrestling Royalty, talking about the video and the documentary itself. Oh, we're starting off with Jey Uso. So who's got new Intercontinental title? The blue bits on. Are then blue bits on the title new? Because I think so. Yeet. Oh, that was Jey Uso's son. That was awesome. I thought it was just a big fan from the concourse. But now we've got Jey Uso coming down. Sending thoughts and prayers out to Luchasaurus, absolutely. Yeah. If people aren't aware, Luchasaurus has had, I think it's double pneumonia, which just sounds absolutely horrendous. Both lungs have had double pneumonia. Let's have a look at the article. Collapsed on Friday, rushed to hospital. Had pneumonia in both lungs. It discovered that it was days away from permanent lung damage. So, yeah, best wishes to Luchasaurus. Someone that, look, whether you know as Luchasaurus, whether you know him as Killswitch, he's been a big star for AEW. Whether it was in Jurassic Express as Jungle Boy or with Christine Cage. Oh no, Pete Rose. Hey. Pete Rose, obviously, has been seen in WWE, Royal Rumble 2001. He's been seen at, I think, WrestleManias. So, yeah, rest in peace, Pete Rose. Absolute legend. Took a lot of battering from Kane, if I remember rightly. So we've got Jey Uso just going, I say in the ring, he's just on the ropes outside the ring. Legendary feud with Kane, it was brilliant. The back and forth that them two guys had, especially when Kane was still in that very untalkative era, pretty much. He very rarely said anything. But he came down and he took out Pete Rose on a regular basis if Pete Rose was in the ring. Are we going to find out who Jey Uso's first feud is going to be as Intercontinental Champion, do we think? Who would we like it to be? It's just me who's day one is. Crowd still absolutely popped for him. Jey Uso winning the title, IC title told you one thing. Go for it, Misfit. What was it? Oh, pyro. Absolute loads of pyro for Jey Uso. Uh, 14 years before his first singles title in WWE. I mean, he's worked long and hard for it. He's got himself over with the Yeet. Think he's going to feud with the Judgment Day. That's a good shout. I think going up against Judgment Day, especially when you've got Mammy behind you, I think is a good thing. We aren't getting OG Bloodline versus Solo Bloodline, even though WWE never told us we were going that match. No, but they have speculated and they have hinted at it. I think we will get it at some point. But I think it's they can't get everything done for Survivor Series, so they might be holding off a bit longer. Because I think if you bring this story together with any others, I think it's going to sort of ruin either one. It's going to be Bloodline versus Roman, Cody, Orton, and KO. Yeah, that's the way that I think after watching SmackDown, that's the way that I think makes complete sense. We've got You Deserve It chants absolutely ringing through the arena. Jey, even though he's wearing the glasses on, you can tell he will be a bit emotional. Getting that acknowledgement and that credence from the fans, patting him on the back. It should have been obvious that Money in the Bank, yeah. God, now with a Yeet chance. So he's added the little bit in. the Intercontinental Champion Jey Uso is now in your city. Crowd seems to be absolutely loving it. I mean, I can't blame them. He said he's going to fight every week for it. Could we be getting an open challenge every week? That's a bit I'm quite excited about, Misfit. It's 1:10 in the morning in the UK, so I won't be finishing until about 4 o'clock. So 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock on a Monday morning is quite hard work every week. So after this week, going down to 2 hours, I get a little bit more sleep. So rather than decided if it'll be 3 hours when it goes back, I don't think it needs to be any official time frame. If you said you hit anywhere from 2.5 hours onwards, I think it gives you enough time where you can do matches and you're not scheduled. So you could put 2 hours worth of content on, start your main event, and have that go 45 minutes or 15 minutes. I think it will be a very good thing. Jey also saying that everyone has been making it hard for him. So all of his life, he was just a twin. His wrestling career, he was just a twin. They know me now, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they know, yeah. Cemented in history as an Intercontinental Champion. Some of the most prestigious wrestlers have held that championship. Yeah, 1 week it can. That's exactly what I mean. It is going to make it a lot more unpredictable, which is going to be exciting. So, Jey Uso is talking about his biggest fan. Is it Rhea? Oh no, his mother. That's nice. That is a nice touch. You can tell that that's coming from the heart. So Jay's talking about speaking to his mum. Yeah, I was going to say they added the blow to the IC title. I think that is such a nice touch. Please let him hold it till Mania. Would you want him to drop it at Mania to someone, or would you want him to retain at Mania? And who would you want him to go against heel? Jay's saying his mum told him to go out there and get it. And he got it. Very nice. It should have had blow on it from day one, I think. Oh, here we go. We're getting Bron Breakker coming out. I think all the best Intercontinental Championships have had blue on them. Yeah, the white strap that Cody had. We know it's going back to Braun. I don't know. Let him drop it to a heel. I mean, if it's going back to Braun, he could technically be classed as the heel. The white strap that Cody had, that I think it was Cody that brought back, had the blue earth in the centre. The early 2000s had a globe with blue on it as well. Braun's out because he has respect for the championship. So yeah, I think having that blue on there is a really nice touch, and I think it's been long overdue. Braun saying he has the same amount of respect for Jey. Could this be a face turn for Braun? What do we think? Braun saying the better person should walk out with the championship. Last week on that night, he was acknowledging that Jey was the better man. Cody's title was so good looking, that white in a Continental strap. It was a thing of beauty. Braun saying he's not going to spear Jey. He's not going to attack him. Braun saying that he should be the first one to come out and congratulate Jey as a competitor and a colleague. That's such a nice touch from Braun. As long as he doesn't, obviously, he said he's not going to attack him. He said he's not going to spear him. You can see the respect that Braun's got looking across at him. Oh, Jey stopping him. Acknowledging Bron Breakker. There's some dogs in Indiana. Crowd barking like crazy. That was very nice. Is that the face turn, do we think, or the start of a bit of a face turn for Bron Breakker? That was a very simple, very nice little entrance. Starts on Monday Night Raw, I mean. I think that if they're going to keep doing stuff like that, it's going to make, again, more titles feel relevant, and it's going to boost a lot of different... So, do we think... we're getting last week's Rey Mysterio and Xavier Woods, their interaction. Xavier Woods talking about Rey's son. So by the looks of it, we're going Rey Mysterio and Xavier Woods going one-on-one as the first match of the night. And do we think that we are going to go Xavier Woods turning heel? There you go. Paul should be coming up any second, guys. Rey Mysterio versus Xavier Woods. There you go. Jey could drop it to heel Woods at Mania. That's a good shout. Surprised they're going with a face Braun. I think he's such a good face. Supposedly they only kept him in NXT to help build his heel character a bit more before they brought him up to the main roster. Because I thought it was going to be a dead set after WrestleMania last year, but it wasn't. So, yeah. I'm not surprised to go with the face Braun. I just didn't think it'd be as soon as this, I think. You've only just wiped that one out, Misfit. They're going to have Jey lose it to Dom, and Liv is going to be the cause of it. And I think that's why at Survivor Series you could have Dom and Liv going up against Rhea and Jey. But I think that's a great way to do it. So I think you could have a intergender match at Survivor Series. because I think that's just going to create so much more heat for Dom. Or if you're going to do it as a match where Dom wins at the pay-per-view or premium live event. What other matches have we got for Bad Blood? So we've got this year's Bad Blood, Liv Morgan versus Rhea, Priest versus Balor, Punk versus Drew, Nia Jax versus Bayley, and then Cody and Roman versus the Bloodline. So I think Liv Morgan will retain that in some way. And then pay-per-view after this is going to be Crown Jewel. I don't think there'll be much happening there. But then at Survivor Series, you could have the Intercontinental change hands to Dom. And then after that, Royal Rumble, you could have the intergender tag match or something along them lines. There's a lot of different ways that could go. So is that how you think it's going to be dropped to, Misfit? Or who would your ideal feud be for Jey to drop it? Because I don't know who I'd like to see take it off him. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Raw roster. Because again, I think you could have him drop it to Sheamus, because Sheamus is doing some great work and he's never held the Intercontinental Championship. So I think you could potentially drop it to him. What do you think? Do you think you could drop the title to Sheamus if he's going heel? Because what he's been doing as going up against Pete Dunne, that is very heel work, but it's not clearly stated as a heel. We've got a nice, pretty Lorada out back. There's Liv and Dom. So Dom's getting a phone call from Finn. So Finn Balor's supposed to having some travel issues. So supposedly there was some business that needed sorted that it was done. Bronson Reed, I think that'd be a good shout as well. Again, if you're building Bronson Reed up like you have been with this sort of monster feud with Bron Strowman, it looks very likely that he could end up with the win later on tonight. So there we go. We're going to go Xavier Woods coming out. Again, he's wearing black and silver. So he's not got the normal bright colour options that he usually has. So Yeah, especially the run that Bronson Reed's been having. I think it's a great shout. Strap him up, give him a bit of experience with a belt, and see how he goes from there. So, Rey Mysterio, Xavier Woods. 75% think it'll be Xavier Woods. Could it be Xavier Woods as the heel finishing this match? I think that's a good possibility. Woods went for a pin already. Only gets a 1 count. So we've got Rey. What's looking for? Oh, over the top from Rey. Woods shoved into the corner, but gets the boot up. There's no Raw spoilers tonight on Fightful. I think the Raw spoilers are shrinking right down in terms of how many there is going to be. Gallus Wyatt's main event. I think Gallus is going to be a great team to bring up as soon as you can. West Coast pop from Mysterio off the barricade. So, what do we think? Do we think we're going to see Kofi Kingston come out or any of the LWO come out for this match? Okay, I'm just having a look at the rosters for WWE. I'm just sort of thinking, is there anyone that you could have come back? I mean, AJ Styles isn't on WWE TV. Oscar's not on TV. Obviously, Brock Lesnar's not on TV. Bliss isn't on TV. You've got Carmella that could be back at some point. Could you see John Cena with a title run? Because you've got people like Amos. Shotzi's still injured at the minute. Nakamura's not on TV. I'm sorry. It's funny that the day AJ contract news came out the same night, WWE had a video package for AJ's return. Hello, Jared. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. AJ Styles returns next week on SmackDown. Nice. Like I said, it's someone that's not been on TV for a while. But then you've got other people that I think are going to be huge additions to WWE. Penta, Rey Fenix. I know Rey Fenix probably won't be there for a while because he's still got a while left on his contract because of injuries with AEW. You've got people like Hikuleo. You've got Chris Sabin. Alex Shelley. So there is even more talent that you're going to be able to bring in. Does Cena have 16 title wins? Yes, he does. He's tied with Ric Flair unofficially. This week, yeah. Yes, he does. Hale wants Randy to be the one to break 17 world titles. I think it'll be tough for Randy to do because I think he's like 14, 15. So I think it might be a bit hard work. So Pence got time added to his contract too. Yeah, but he's free agent now, isn't he? So Rey off the ropes. Oh, very nice arm drag from Rey taking him out, taking Woods to the outside. Beautiful springboard moonsault from Mysterio. Hale wants Randy to be the one to break. Yeah, I just said that one. Is Ricky Starks free now? I don't know. I think he's another one where I think there's been supposedly some issues backstage. Because supposedly he's been off TV because they can't come to an agreement in terms of creative decisions. But yeah, I think he will be moving over. 1 week as a free agent, next he's still with AEW. I think that's again the booking decisions and creative that they haven't been able to come to anything. He's supposedly ready for action, but the bookings that they've basically given him have been not what he's happy with. What's Rey looking for? Ripcord into a head scissors. Rey on the ropes. Not Rey on the ropes. Woods on the ropes. Rey coming round. Went for a 619, but Woods got out the way. Woods trying to counter. Oh! Rey's mask has been dragged off. Woods, 1, 2, 3. Woods gets the win. That is a very heel tactic. That is a bit, not really much of a surprise. Woods getting booed. Malachi's black contract expires early 2015. I think, again, he's going to be heading back to WWE sooner rather than later. Woods screaming he didn't mean to in terms of taking Rey Mysterio's mask off. So Lyra Valkyria backstage, and then 2/3 of the Pure Fusion Collective. So Lyra is saying, well, Lyra's supposedly going to be on her own. Sonya's going to be there. Shayna's going to be there, helping Zoey Stark's back. Shayna looks like she'd rather be doing something else. Yeah, probably beating someone down in the ring. Yeah, she looked bored, didn't she? That was a... She didn't look like she was enjoying that. Don't understand why she's not a singles wrestler. She technically is, but WWE are keeping her in factions for some reason and stables, and it's not working for her. Shayna has a literal deck of cards. Yeah, she's Queen of Spades. So I think she needs to be the one out of the faction to come out and go on an absolute tear. Yeah, she looks bored. She didn't look like she was having fun at all, did she? That's a shame for Shayna, because I think Shayna, back in 2020, because that's when she absolutely dominated the Elimination Chamber, went up against Becky at WrestleMania and lost. But yeah, 2020, early 2020, she was absolutely dominant. And I think she needs to go back to that. If she does, I think that's where you're going to see a lot better character work from Shayna. What should have happened after SummerSlam last year, after beating Ronda? She should have went on a badass babyface run. Yeah. But if you're going on a badass babyface run, it's not conducive to that sort of character that she is, where she's just beating people up. I think it should work. But as a heel, it's so much easier to book her, and that's the thing. She's never really had an interesting character. She doesn't need an interesting character, I think. She just needs to be the badass Shayna Baszler. That's what she was doing at Elimination Chamber 2020. If you'll carry on that character going forward, I think she would be one of the most dominant females on the roster. But she's just not getting that opportunity, which is such a shame. So who would you like to see Shayna go up against? If you could pick anyone for her as a match, who would you like? As someone who sat through both Shayna's runs as NXT champion can tell you that's not true. In terms of the character, I don't think she needs to have a strong character, but she is very good at the character work needed. So just coming back to Monday Night Raw after the commercial break. So I think we're going another Viking Raiders or War Raiders promo, because we've got that ring that we saw last week. So we've got Woods backstage. Are we going to get a reasoning? There's Kofi. Woods saying that he respected Rey. Yeah, doesn't need a lot of character work because she is legit. So when you are legit, same as who's that backstage? Who's that behind Woods? I can't work out. Who's that behind him? Oh, he's carrying Cross. Woods has gone into Intercontinental Championship match next week. Yeah, carrying Cross back behind them both. He's been going in the year of Kofi, I think. So we're getting Lyra Valkyria coming out. So Lyra Valkyria versus not Shayna Baszler, Zoey Stark. Lyra Valkyria versus Zoey Stark. Let's get you guys a poll going, because I know you always go mad if I don't do one. Lyra Valkyria, Zoey Stark. There you go. Get your votes in. Can't wait for the return of the War Raiders, 100%. I mean, I'd love them to go back to War Machine, but I'll take War Raiders. What's your thoughts on Lyra Valkyria as a character? As a performer? What do you think? So we're getting Pure Fusion Collective coming out. Proper on the main roster on the War Raiders. Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic, because they are just, again, two big beefy guys. I'd love to see them with Bronson Reed as a trio. I think that would be a very scary team to go up against. Lyra's best match this year was Io Sky, 100% on that one. You're not wrong there at all, Misfit. So we've got Lyra with an armbar to start the match off. No, Zoey with an armbar, sorry. A lot of people's best matches in the women's division this year are with Io Sky. I mean, you're not wrong. Most people go into the ring and have a great match with Io Sky. So we start with a backbreaker on Lyra Valkyria. Lyra with the leapfrog, Zoey out to the outside. Oh, that flying drop kick through the ropes. It's almost as if Io Sky is one of the best wrestlers on the planet. It's a surprise, isn't it? People are having good matches with a great wrestler. It's like Bret Hart. You couldn't have a bad match against Bret Hart. So, as for the past few weeks, and I am going to keep doing it going forward, we are trying to help Hot Tag Foundation get their word out, get their name about. They are doing a lot of great work. And with what they are doing, it's such a good cause. They do want and they do need some support, whether it is a like, a share, or a subscribe. So their mission, I'll play it for everyone, is promoting a community-oriented approach to kindness, generosity, and well-being through professional wrestling. They are doing what they are calling the Toil Rumble, which is a toy and gift collection that are going to be going into boxes and sent out at Christmas time. You've just got to reach out. That is that hot tag. And scan the QR code. That will give you all the information that you need to be able to see what they are doing and what work they are doing. Their aim is to be known and trusted in the British wrestling community, but expanding and just being a local hero to everyone, whether you are in the UK or not. It is just a good thing to do. So they are, like I said, doing what they are calling the Toil Rumble. They are collecting gifts, toys, T-shirts. Does not have to be wrestling related. People do seem to get that wrong. But it can literally be any gift, any toy that you think would be suitable to be put into a toy box and delivered to children over Christmas time. So, yeah, they are doing some absolutely fantastic work, and that is in association with Rail Wrestling. They are one of the teams that are going to, at the minute, helping collect a lot of things. And we have a Dan from Hot Tag Foundation on just sort of going through everything and basically having a chat with us. Someone said Liv's title run's better than Io's title, even though Liv's had less matches on TV since winning the title. I know, but Liv is the heel character of Brock Lesnar, I think, at the minute, where the story is better than the matches. Do not worry about being late, dude. We appreciate you being here, as always. We are all doing okay, I think. And you should have said hello instead of hey. But don't worry, dude. We've just coming back on Monday Night Raw. We've got Lyra Valkyria versus Zoey Stark going on. Big chop from Zoey Stark. Zoey went for another chop, but countered by Lyra Valkyria. AO had a total of 15 matches on TV premium live events, whether it's singles, tag, and non-title matches. Yeah, AO's a worker, man. AO's a brilliant worker. So we've got Zoey with a back kick. Won't be here on Saturday. Going to a local indie event. Cool. What's the name of the show you're going to? Because I won't be the week after either. But I appreciate you being here for tonight. Beautiful springboard missile drop kick from Zoey. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Lyra. Warriors of Wrestling. Cool. Do think she deserves another run with the title, especially with the run she's having on Raw. Yeah, I think AO deserves every bit of credit because she's fantastic. Is there any big names that we might have heard of on Warriors of Wrestling? So the rest of Pure Fusion are getting involved. Sonya's up on the apron. Shayna's up on the apron. Lyra countering. Roll up. Where's the ref? 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Referee obviously was distracted. Maybe Ellie picked to win Women's Rumble and Oscar's the pick for Iron Woman. Great shouts. Absolutely great shouts. Zoey gets the win. Obviously, I don't think that was going to be in doubt, especially with no Natalya and no Zelina Vega. That's what I was thinking of. So who's coming out? Who's coming out? Here we go. Oh, Ken and Carter could stand a chance. They was originally taken out by Pure Fusion Collective, but super kick from Carter. Chance taking down Sonya. Another kick. Card from Gates of Agony. That sounds awesome. Keg stand. Is that what's going to be happening? Beautiful keg stand to both Sonya Deville and what was it? I can't tell because they've both rolled out the ring already. Feel like he was one of the favourites to win the Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't at least go into the final 2 or 3. Chelsea Green should win the Rumble. That'd be amazing. Would I believe you if you told us that Wrestle Dream's only a week away and they've only announced one match? I would believe you, because why wouldn't I? Yeah, 12th of October, so it's only less than 2 weeks away. And you've only got Danielson versus Moxley announced. Yeah, wait, is it next week? Yeah. Yep, it is. Yeah, it's next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. So Dynamite this week and next week is going to be absolute fire. Forgot till someone pointed out. Yeah, I mean, you don't expect it to be that soon. Yeah, Tony Khan only announcing one match so far. I think you do need a little bit more work to help push the show, because it's going to be hard work to get people involved. Oh, there's Punk. Adam Pearce talking to security, saying that they're keeping the match sort of in the ring area. Oh, we're giving CM Punk next. There we go. We're going in AJ Styles promo for SmackDown. Triple Threat Tag Team Championship for SmackDown. That sounds like it'll be a great show then. This weekend's a busy weekend for your podcast. Saturday morning at Stardom. You got your Golden Fight, and later that night, Bad Blood. Yeah, Bad Blood. Can't wait. I think. What do you think is going to be the main event? Do you think it's got to be Punk and Drew, or do you think it will be the Bloodline because of Roman? I think either way, it's either one have got to have justified right, but it should be Punk or Drew. That's why it's Bad Blood. You end with your biggest match, and that is the biggest match for me. Speaking of turning heel, Montez Ford needs to go singles. I've been saying that him as a single star would be incredible. He's got the skill, he's got the charisma. The only thing that I think might worry me is his big stature. But under Triple H, I don't think it matters anywhere near as much. It's time to give up on Montez's single push. It's not happening. I've still got my hopes. Michael's got Cheetos, bag of bones. I've got strawberries and cream tornadoes, they're called. I don't know what the hell they are, but they sounded nice. And then I've got what are called pepperos, which is white chocolate with bits of what look like Oreo cookies dipped in them. And they're absolutely delicious too. They had a chance after Chamber in Montreal and they didn't do it. Yeah, last year. He was so hot as a character. I think they should have pulled the trigger. So I've had a look for the 30th of September, which if you're in the US, it is still the 30th. Birthdays, you've got Trevor Lee, who is previously known as Cameron Grimes. It's his birthday. You've got Candice Michelle, and then you've got Chris Von Erich. Both of their birthdays are today. And for the 1st of October, which is where I am in the UK, you've got Hector Guerrero, which is part of the original Guerrero family. Got Curtis Axel. I mean, some of you might know Curtis Axel as Michael McGillicuddy. But the other name was Joe Hennig, because he is part of the Hennig family from Mr. Perfect era. And let's have a look. Saturday is also the 27-year anniversary of the passing of Lowe's Cannon Brian Pillman. 27 years. That's crazy that it's gone that quickly. Dawkins could hold his own as a singles guy. Yeah, he can. He can. He's great. Chance and Carter are going to get back their women's tag titles. So Harley Dawn, Elba Fire coming in, causing a bit of a disruption. In Japan, it's Azumi from Stardom, and her birthday on October the 1st. Cool. Oh, we've got the Cell coming down. Why would you bring the Cell down just for a promo? That seems a bit weird for me. But Adam Pearce is in the ring with all the security. Unholy Union are as tall as hell. I think Chance and Carter are just tiny. Let's have a look. I mean, they're only 5'7", 5'8". That's not the tallest. I mean, Katana Chance is only 5 foot, so she's absolutely tiny. is it too much to ask them for them to go back to the 16-foot cell? 20-foot cell is just goofy. I think it's presence. That's why they like the bigger cell. That extra 4 feet in height just makes it seem so much bigger. I think that's the benefit of that extra 4 foot. Look in my eyes. What do you see? I got punksters coming out. I'm going to pop open my pepperos. The other problem is you don't seem to like to get anywhere near enough in them. Is it a contract signing heel? It's not. It's just basically promo battle by the sounds of it. So yeah, all they are, little like a breadstick, just dipped one end in white chocolate, and then cookie crumble bits. So I think this could be a great promo battle. Punk climbing up a bit one side of the cage a little bit. Punk is wearing white, and in wrestling, when you wear white shirts, I don't know what the rest of that one is. Something similar in the US, it's called Pocky. Yeah, I tried that while I was across there last year. There was a nice little snack. There we go. We're getting Drew come out. I think they've done a mistake with the security. The security are at the back of the ring. I'd have them separate in the ring. Or just straight down the centre. Drew, Punk, security in the centre. I think that would make more sense. Oh, Drew's coming out. Dressed to the nines. Last time Punk wore all white, his clothes turned red. Yeah, that's what was missing. "16-foot cell's better because guys could fall through it and have a safer landing." I think, yeah, that is safer. But I think when Foley was going through off the cell, there was no crash pads. Whereas now, if you've got a crash pad, that makes it a lot safer at 20 feet. There we go. Security have moved to keep them separate now. There's going to be blood in the segment, isn't there? I hope so. I really do. But I think they're just showing the separation between the white guy, white meat baby face in terms of Punk, and the heel in terms of the black outfit for Drew. Drew is looking dapper in that suit. I think Sassy will be gutted she's missing that. Shall I take a photo of Drew and send it to her? Hold on, Dom. The what guy? What do you mean? Crowd chanting CM Punk. I'm going to take a photo and send it to Sassy. Where is she? Let's see if I can get a good photo. So Drew's wearing black out of respect for his wife. So would have kept your thought going with that. I mean, Drew saying you've been back less than a year, you've been injured for 4 months, and you're going to be gone. Never forget AEW will find this guy. Yeah, the feud has been absolutely incredible. Joe going mad because the fans still chant his name. I think this has got to be feud of the year because it's been an incredible story. Joe's talking about the fans being idiots because they still support CM Punk. Joe sort of reminds you of something that Aleister Black would... yeah, nice, good, nice tucks. Joe's talking that he's going to be inside Hell in a Cell. Drew's hate will die with Punk. Drew seems to be done. He's already walking out. Yeah, Drew Wick. I think that's a great suit. No, I know he wasn't saying it was an Alistair tease, but I think it's going to be... It's a great sort of pairing. People start throwing black masses around in December. Well, Royal Rumble, yeah. Punk has nothing to say to a piece of garbage like Drew. Punk's filled with rage whenever he looks at Drew. Punk's been in an hotel for the past 4 weeks. Punk saying he has to go back to being he needs to be the boogeyman to send Joe back home in a box. Punk saying that Drew prayed for all of this and it happened. Punk saying he's going to take everything from Drew. Punk is going to wipe the blood from Drew's eyes. Punk saying, "I'll see you in hell." Never seen Punk look this jacked. I think he needs to put some muscle on after what happened at the Royal Rumble. Chaps look huge, he does. So I think, how can you not have that be main event? So you've got Braun Strowman. He doesn't know what trepidatious means. Braun Strowman basically saying he's just going to be the last monster standing. Oh, there's the Miz. Is the Miz going to get in his head? And there's our truth. Absolute legend. Our trust doesn't remember getting hit with 5 tsunamis. Miz asked our truth what he's doing here, and he said, "I work here." Our truth is text Adam Pierce. So our truth has got a match with him and the Miz versus AOP. Authors of Pain. Look at the Miz. He's struggling to keep it in. He can't help but laugh. I love our truth breaking everyone's character. So we've got a 6-man tag, LWO versus Judgment Day. Let's get you guys a poll going. So Judgment Day versus LWO, there you go. You can get some votes in. Excellent promo by Punk. It was simple, but to a point, I think. Sometimes they try and do too much in a promo, whereas that was nice, simple, literally right to the point, which is good. So I've got Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan out as well. So we're getting a promo for SummerSlam next year by the sound of it. Tonight SummerSlam next year. Yeah, we are. Punk mentions Drew bleeding on Saturday. WWE better deliver. I don't mean blood capsule. I mean, it's bad blood. I don't think they would go bad blood. I don't mean bad blood. I mean a blood capsule. Just because I don't think either of them would feel honest in a way using blood capsules. I think that's the good thing about them too, is they are going to want to work properly. So we are on a commercial break again. Yeah, again, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate, throw them our way. And we shall have some good fun in answering them. So the top 4 entertainment shows on cable in the US this past week were all wrestling shows, which is an incredible achievement. Dynamite, SmackDown, Raw, and NXT, the top 4 cable shows last week. It'd be like the time WWE did Extreme Rules with one hardcore match on the show. Yes, it would. It would be such a watered down pay-per-view if you don't have blood on a bad blood pay-per-view. But I mean, I've just been having a look on sort of Twitter, X, whichever you want to call it. Hopefully, Luchasaurus Kill Switch is going to be back to normal. He's recovering from double pneumonia. He's been hospitalised for that from Friday. Break. To be fair, when Cody bears a capsule, it looks great on his blonde hair. I mean, it doesn't have to be a capsule. It could be a little razor to the head. Cody is more of an old school wrestler. So Kanye West has been seen at a Pro Wrestling Noah show in Japan at the minute, which is crazy that he's in Japan doing watching a show. So we are coming back to Monday Night Raw. We are getting a banner for Royal Rumble in Indianapolis 1st of February. So it's going to be back end of January, start of February. I can't remember the last time it was in February. So, we're backstage. We've got Sami Zayn. And there's someone else stood there. Who was that? Can't wait for Keith Lee to return to pro wrestling. I think Keith Lee's a phenomenal talent. And I think he would work so good on this version of Triple H. Who is that backstage? I can't tell who it is. Who do you think? Someone was backstage for Woods and Kofi. I think that one was Karrion Kross. because from behind it looks like Jericho. I don't know why, but all I'm thinking is Jericho. It doesn't look like it's obviously anyone like Gunther. Oh, could it? Oh, is it? It's not Dragunov. Talbot? No. That is a tricky one. Might be Howdy. I don't think the hair suited it. Nikki Cross. It was definitely a male by the looks of it. Out of everyone, the only person it could be possibly Uncle Howdy. I've got the roster up. I'm just looking at every single person. And no one has got the long blonde hair. Could it be anyone from NXT, maybe? I don't know. It's no one. Well, it seemed very prominent position to have someone stood. So I don't think it won't be no one. So I've got the LWO coming out. It's a WWE stage, and again, it just seemed a very prominent position to have someone stood if they are not doing anything. It was very similar to Karrion Kross earlier on. That's a brilliant shout heel. Lexis King. That's the hairstyle, absolutely perfect. And yeah, I could see it being him because the hairstyle really does match. Nathan Frazier as well, maybe. I mean, Tyler Bate is injured at the minute, but again, he could be on his way back. They were facing a different direction. Lexis King's in Chicago. But it could be a complete red herring. But to me, it just seemed a very prominent position to have someone. So I've got the LWO working together quite nicely. So I've got what we got. Dragon Lee with a splash. Del Toro. And on a 450. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Calito. Beautiful combinations from the LWO there. It was a woman with dark blood hair. Didn't look like a woman. Also, it looked like blonde hair to me. What do you think, heel? What do you think it looks like? Yeah, looking at it, there's no way that's a female. Yeah, anyway. If it's Lexus and NXT Invasion is coming, Cross might be leading an invasion. Could be. Why would Cross lead an NXT Invasion when it's on Raw? I mean, it's a possibility. It could be that he's bringing people up from NXT that he thinks could help him get some recognition, get some control. Because, yeah, there was carrying Cross behind Woods and Kofi earlier on. So they've already sort of done something like that. Someone online has put AJ Styles. I think the hair looked a bit too light for that. But, yeah, I don't think the hair's long enough for AJ Styles either. So I don't know. I think Cross is up to something. Oh, Cross is definitely up to something. Be careful what you're saying, Misfit, because if it turns out that it is someone, you are basically sort of shutting someone's idea and opinion down, which, as I said, there is someone there that looks in a very prominent position. If they look in a prominent position, Triple H isn't someone to let someone randomly be stood there. So, yeah, just be careful what you're saying. So we've got Liv on the outside, on one corner. Dragon Lee gets a hot tag, so does McDonough. Carlito taken off the apron. Head scissors, takedown beautiful from Dragon Lee. In comes Dom. German suplex. Oh, huge knee to McDonough. Carlito knee to the midsection of Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee gets out the corner. Beautiful kick to Carlito from over the top. Dragon Lee's, and again, another one I think deserves to be elevated so much more. Oh, McDonough shoved off the top rope. Dragon Lee is on fire, as Wade Barrett's just said. Grove's got the tag. Off the top. Coast to coast with a drop kick. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Dom dragging JD out of the ring. Insane. From Wild over the top. And then a double suicide dive. 3 back-to-back suicide dives. Taking all of Judgment Day out. Liv's on top. Liv's on the apron. Oh, there's Balor. There's Balor out of nowhere. Beautiful from McDonough. 1, 2, 3. It's almost that season. What do I want for the holidays? Well, it depends which holidays you're talking about. Because in 3 weeks' time, it's my birthday. So what I would want is to get to 3,000 subscribers. But I want good wrestling. That's all I really want. Liv shouting at the LWO, kicking him out the ring. Beautiful again. The suicide dives was crazy. I didn't even see where Balor came from. He came absolutely out of nowhere. But yeah, it's my birthday, the 22nd of October. I'll be 21 again. Want a few wrestling figures and a few video games. I mean, that's always a cool shout. I tracked myself to a new computer a few weeks ago, so she's sat there, very pretty, all of the colours. Yeah, there's nothing really that I want. I don't sort of really want. I don't sort of do anything like that. I'm happy just spending time with people that I go along with, enjoy, people that I love. So if I have my birthday, watching a wrestling pay-per-view or a premium live event that I enjoy, eating pizza and maybe having a beer, that's all I want from a birthday. If I could have a couple of hours gaming, again, that's just a bonus for me. But yeah, I was using what's called a ROG Ally to stream on, which I'll actually show you because it's not plugged in anymore. That was basically what I was streaming off a while back. It's a Windows-based handheld gaming computer. Think of like a Nintendo Switch, but Windows and a lot more powerful. And yeah, I was streaming using that. Everything plugged into something that size, which it was heating up. So I ordered a new computer. I got all of the lights in it. And yeah, it's absolutely smashing. Like the holidays to see people's reactions to gifts. Yeah, I enjoy giving gifts more than I enjoy receiving by a long way. A couple of the gifts that I've given out have got some incredible reactions. So yeah, I know the feeling. I've given a great gift. I haven't yet, dude. I just want to sort of play through a few of the games that I've already got that I haven't played through properly. The new Call of Duty that came out last year. What else is the Portal again? Playing that RTX version. I got Assetto Corsa a long while ago, and I just didn't have anything to really play it on. So I'm going to be playing that for a little bit. I've got one called Pro Wrestling Sim, which is something that if I could get the time to produce content for, I think that would be a fantastic thing to be able to do videos on a regular basis. But it's just a lot of work for what it is. But I might just have a look at doing it for pay-per-views. So we will replicate what happened on pay-per-views. So I might give it a go this weekend, do a video, and see where it works out at. Oh, we've got Roxanne Perez versus Julia for the NXT Women's Championship. That's going to be an amazing match. CM Punk is going to be in NXT as a special guest referee tomorrow. Recommend playing Ghost OG Tsushima. If you haven't played it, get to know. I'll have a look. So we've got Judgment Day in the ring. McDonough, Carlito, Balor, Dom, and Liv. What we're getting, there is definitely something happening because Liv's got a microphone. Pro Wrestling Sim, it is basically think of 2K's career mode, where you're basically the booker, but think of it as a very, very, very in-depth version. Balor's basically saying that he doesn't have a heart. At Bad Blood on the weekend. Balor's going to prove that Priest needed Judgment Day. He's going to prove that the Judgment Day didn't need Priest. Really good story and gameplay is fun. I will definitely check that out, dude. Judgment Day has been hooking this all the time. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, GM mode, career mode. It's very sort of similar modes in terms of you are controlling stuff. So it's a career, it's a story mode. There we go. Rhea's coming out. But yeah, you are basically the general manager. You book the shows, you book how long everything goes on for. And it's fantastic. So it doesn't have official licensed wrestlers, but there is mods that you can download and add on so you can get a full WWE, AEW, even stuff like Pro Wrestling Eve's rosters. It's fantastic. So Rhea knows all about Dom's dirty little secrets. So they're bringing the shark cage on for some dramatic effect. So Rhea's saying that Dom is extremely claustrophobic. Rhea's saying that Dom will be soiling himself on Saturday. Rhea's saying that Liv isn't as good as Rhea, and Dom is going to have a front row seat to that. Where's Priest? There he is. He's behind all of Judgment Day. Priest dropped Carlito, dropped McDonough. Lives. Snuck. Eats a headbutt from Rhea. And now going after Dom. Dom thrown into the barricade. Priest taking out McDonough again. Priest versus Finn is going to be good. I think that's going to be a great match. Rhea throwing Dom into that shark cage. And again, Liv tried to sneak up on Mammy, but Rhea caught her. Liv hightailing out of there. Rhea kicked to the midsection of Dom. Looks like she's going to try and lock Dom in the shark cage already. Rhea tried to shut the cage, but Liv from behind saves Dom. this is very physical. It is a very raw feeling scrap, I think, is the best way to put it. Priest takes Balor into the corner. Sling Blade from Rhea. No, I'm getting every name wrong. Sling Blade from Balor. Shotgun drop kick from Priest. But clothesline taking down Carlito. Balor with that beautiful elbow. Knees from McDonough. So I'm going to say goodnight to the family. Not a problem, dude. Say goodnight from Dan. Hullywood Dan says goodnight. Cody Gras. Balor up to the top again. Second coup de grace. Third coup de grace to Priest. Priest might be coming in with some damaged ribs. Judgment Day standing tall at the end of that. Someone had a great sign saying Dom can't go back under jail. There we go. We've got Sheamus saying that nothing worse than being hit by a bat by someone that you call a friend. So it's been back and forth each week. Pete Dunne and Sheamus. Sheamus is calling Pete Dunne a dirty little bastard. Oh, Donnybrook match. It's been a little while since we saw one of them. It's calling him Butch still. So we've got American Made coming out. Chad Gable, Creed Brothers, and Ivy Nile. Brooks and Julius. So it's Kofi Kingston going up against Chad Gable. Let's get a poll going. So Kofi Kingston versus Chad Gable. There you go. Kofi Kingston versus Chad Gable. There we go. So there we go. WWE sending condolences to Pete Rose and the family of Pete Rose. yeah, WrestleMania 14 and WrestleMania 15, he made appearances. And then at Royal Rumble 2001, so again, while we're on a commercial break, I just want to have a quick video on the Hot Tag Foundation, because they deserve some respect. They deserve to be showcased as much as possible because they are doing fantastic work. So their whole motto is just got to reach out. So it's a non-profit organisation bringing the pro wrestling community to do good work across the UK. They are wanting any gifts that you've got, send them across. There is a group doing a collection called Real Wrestling, and they are going to be helping to distribute everything. We have got the QR codes on screen, so if you could scan them, give them a like and share on social media, whether it is on Instagram or Facebook, they would appreciate it themselves. I would really appreciate it if you did that for me. And it just means that they are getting the word out, because they are doing some fantastic work in terms of promoting positive attitudes and positive mental health throughout the British wrestling community, but positive health, positive mental health, and just basically being good guys and gals. That's a worldwide thing. It's not just British wrestling. It's anyone, any day, any week. It doesn't take work to be just be nice. Neither Rhea or Priest stood tall. No, they didn't. So I think you're going to have Priest beat Balor and Liv retain the title. So it's going to be one of the Terror Twins gets a win, one of Judgment Day gets the win. What do you think? Do we think it's going to go that way, or do we think it's going to be a different finale or result? So again, we are on commercial break at the minute. Rhea throw the show as a tribute for Tony Storm. I did see that. Was it a van? Pair of trainers, or a shoe? But yeah, it was just it looked so off the cuff, but it was funny. So yeah, in 2 weeks' time, I won't be here because I will be at WWE Live in Liverpool. Looks like it's going to be a great show. But I will be here later on this week. I am going to be doing doing a little video I might do it tomorrow night, about 10 o'clock UK time. It's something that I do quite regularly. I've got a little box up somewhere that I received earlier on. So we've got Io Sky and Dakota Kai challenging for a tag title match. GAHY, sorry, yeah. I always get the names mixed up when I'm sort of trying to watch and sort of do a couple of bits behind on the backstage on here. But we've got Chad Gable and the rest of American Made in the ring at the minute. They're waiting for Kofi Kingston. There we go. Kofi's music hits. Kofi, bright green. Bright green outfit today. Woods had the black earlier on, which, again, it just seems a little bit unusual to see the difference between the two. So you've got Woods on the outside. So WWE experimented with live subtitles on NXT. I think that would be a fantastic thing to see further down the line, maybe. Kick out at 2 from Chad Gable. Right hand from Gable as Kofi went to the outside. German, very high angle German suplex from Gable. Gable's bloodied up. During the Roxanne Julius segment, while Julie was speaking in Japanese, in the ring they had subtitles on the screen. I think a lot of the US audience, and I mean the UK audience, might really appreciate that. And that's cool if that is going to be the case going forward. So what do we think? Who do we think is going to end up with the win on this one? Do we think it's going to be Chad Gable? Saw that and instantly thought that's new. Yeah. It's nice if that is going to be something that we're going to see moving forward. So what have we got left for tonight? Obviously, Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed. In the last Monster Standing match, we've had Punk and Drew, we've had the IC Champion Jey appear. Judgment Day in the NWO, we've seen Kofi and Chad Gable we've got on now, and we've seen Rey versus Xavier Woods. So we've got an hour left, and I think that Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed match should be something that goes on a little bit longer than what we would probably expect. So I think, yeah, you've got a bit more left to play with. So what's people got planned for the rest of the week? Any exciting plans that anyone's got? Anything fun? Anything unusual? The ring's getting broken. Ooh, I think that's a good shout. With these two in the ring, I think that's definitely a great shout. Yeah, if we don't see something big like that happen, I think that might be underwhelming. So just coming back. So off to bed. All right, not a problem, Doug. Thanks for joining. And I'll probably be back tomorrow night with an unboxing video for you guys. So yeah, it'll be a lot earlier than sort of a Monday Night Raw. But yeah, it'll be getting tagged on to when I'm going live, so don't worry about that. And I shall see you, if not tomorrow, next week, dudes. There's reasons no LED poles or LED apron. Great shout. Great observation. Yeah, that's a great bit of notice there. Love you, dude. Thanks for joining, as always. I shall see you soon. Counter pin. Gable, roll up 1, 2. Not Woods. Kofi with the crucifix pin. Beautiful. Kofi again. 1, 2. Gable with a counter. 2. 1, 2. Strength from both guys. Gable picks up Kofi. Front slam. Using vignettes for match challenges is so much more effective in a lot of cases. It is. It's so easy to be able to use that as a promo tool, because you can play with it as much as you need to. What's Woods looking at? Kofi ends up in an ankle lock out of nowhere. Beautiful transition. Kofi countered 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Trouble in Paradise almost. No. Again into an ankle lock. Phenomenal transition from Gable. Gable sent into the corner. Beautiful from Kofi. 1, 2. Gable grabs the ropes. Yeah, Kofi almost wins the match with a Trouble in Paradise, but Woods takes the legs of Gable. Is that again start of a tease of a Woods heel turn? £385, £350. That's a lot of weight, a lot of strength, a lot of power. Seth was in the building in Baltimore last night. Chad Gable has finally broken his case. Yeah, about time. It's about time. Where'd I put that there? So I've got Bronson and Reed backstage. Tessitore going right into a spot, calling wrestling just feels perfect. It feels great. Bronson Reed said he took months off Seth's career, and next time he's going to take years. Bronson Reed seemed a lot more intense there on his promo. Who's that? Again, there's someone that looks in the background area. Oh, we're getting Gunther coming out. That wasn't officially announced. Here we go. Wyatt stuff. Wyatt 6. Let's hear what they're going to say. We see your intent. Anger festering into rage. Do not go down this path. It ends in your demise. Remember who you are. You know better. Do not force our hand. Heed our admonition. QR code. Oh, ends with Nikki Cross. So what do we think's happening? That feels like that was a message to Woods. Oh, that'd be an interesting road to go down. So from the QR code, it says, "You refused salvation. Do not force our hand. The reckoning is here." So again, very creepy for what was going on. Yeah. On Twitter, X, whichever you want, pretty much everyone is saying that it's targeting Xavier Woods. So what else have we found on the... Have you found anything on the QR codes? So we've gone on to commercial break at the minute. That one. Where's a share? So Morse code. Oh, okay. What's the Morse code say? Latest. So looking at it, there's another Howdy teaser. There's another quiz type thing. Let's get them saved. So it's beeping Morse codes. Okay. We've got Gunther coming out as well. So, Ilya Dragunov was injured this past week. So, torn ACL. Oh. Gutted for Ilya. Let's see what that is. So, new entry in the journal. No, Ilya, I know. So I'm going to see if I can get this done while Gunther's talking. So Gunther hits one thing about his life. So he has to deal with insults from Sami Zayn every week. Oh, we're getting Sami coming out. Sami once said, if you're sick of it, we can do it once and for all. Put the title on the line. So Gunther has a reason of not wanting to do it. Gunther says that Sami's not on his level. How come Sami's the one that beat him at WrestleMania? Sami pinned him. Yep, he did. So Gunther's scared it could happen again. Gunther's sort of saying he is afraid. Gunther's afraid for his reputation. That message is in. Which message, Misfit? Losing to the better man would have been no problem, but losing to Sami has been the biggest embarrassment of his career. Gunther's talking, but I'm not sure what's being said. But he's going to let us know. Gunther saying that his father sort of been Seen the bum Sami's in. Sami's family is used to seeing him fail. Gunther's family expects everything from him. Brother, do not be so distracted by the beast that you miss the serpent in the weeds. Okay. And the other one basically says, have you figured it out yet? That's what this new puzzle thing is. So Sami's cutting a great promo saying that Gunther hid. Puzzle says, sorry for making you do the math. Okay. All because your dad made you feel like a loser. Your son is also a coward. Oh, Gunther's not standing for that. Sami coming back. Exploder from Sami. Sleeper from Gunther at the minute. Big powerbomb from Gunther as well, taking Sami down. Is Gunther going to give him that shot? Oh, he's got it. He's got the match. Lovely, Misfit. Thank you very much for that one. Liars often set their own traps. And then, brothers, do not be so distracted by the beast that you miss the serpent in the weeds. And then, yeah. So I've just sort of worked that one out. Have you figured it out yet? It says that's what the little puzzle one says. I like the fact they're going through all the signs in the crowd now. Oh, we're getting awesome truth coming down to the ring by the looks of it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Awesome Truth versus Author of Pain are coming up next. So if you've got the last monster standing, there isn't going to be much left. Awesome Truth versus AOP. That ain't going to last long. Awesome Truth, AOP. You can get your votes in. I don't think it'll be lasting so long, though. But no, awesome work on them decodings, Misfit. Thank you very much, as always. So, yeah, 325. We are pushing for 3,000 subscribers if we can. We're about 55 to 60 away. So if any like, any share, any subscribe will help us help push to that number. So yeah, 2,931. So we need another 59 to get there. We would really appreciate it with any help from you guys. And again, I will be doing a live unboxing tomorrow night. And that will be Pro Wrestling Crates, Pro Wrestling Tees, mystery box. And again, there's been some unbelievable stuff that I've been going through though. Why are people saying the person in the white vignette was Alexa? It's Nikki. Yeah, it was definitely Nikki at the end. If you go through right at the end and you pause it, there could be a teaser that have it been Bliss, maybe. Oh no, that's definitely Nikki Cross in the glitching at the end. I'm just literally looking through everything. I'm going through it as slow as I can just to see if I can see anything else that might not be as noticeable. Because there is some other images that you don't really see on the live videos. Or actually, that's a good way to do it. I might open it up in VLC Player and slow it right down and play it at like 0.25%. So let's have a look. Playback speed. Speed. So let's play it now. So I've got the Final Testament in the ring. So our truth shoulder block to Razar. So I've got the video playing in super slow motion. And there's things flashing up You've got someone walking down the stairs. R-Truth up on the shoulder of Razak. Slammed down. So yeah, there's someone pointing, someone walking in a dark corridor hidden in the video. And then knee to the midsection by Razak. And then, yeah, it does end up going to Nikki Cross. Unless, is there a glitch and a swap? Because you definitely see it is Nikki Cross. And then, yeah, looking at it, it is definitely Nikki Cross all the way through. So in comes the Miz. What? Miz is heel. Miz is heel again. Kick to the head of R-Truth. What is the Miz doing? Miz hightailing it out, leaving R-Truth high and dry. I mean, do you expect anything less of the Miz these days? R-Truth on his own as the AOP. 1, 2, 3. Miz. Miz is an absolute nightmare, isn't he? How many times has he turned heel? So Cody and Roman versus Solo and Jacob. That's this Saturday at Bad Blood. So what did you think to that match, Misfit? Nah, yeah. I think we knew the heel turn from the Miz was coming at some point, but I don't think we'd expect it that soon. And then you've got obviously Punk versus McIntyre, Hell in a Cell. Bronson 6 foot. Braun Strowman 6'8". But Bronson Reed is a bigger chest. So our Raw should mean less Miz. It should, but whether it happens or not's a different matter. I think Sassy would be happy either way. I can't wait for a 2-hour Raw, but I think it might just be a bit too. I think 2.5 hours would be a good amount of time. I don't know if 2 hours would be too short. So we've got 25 minutes left. This means it's not going on very long, is it? If we've got the intros. Nikki has a very big nose, and you can clearly see it. Yeah, I mean, not to be disrespectful to Nikki's sort of looks or anything, but she has got a prominent nose, and it is very noticeable that it's hair instead of Alexa. So we're coming back finally on to Monday Night Raw. I think there'd only be one commercial break left. Probably two, knowing WWE. So NXT debuting on the CW tomorrow. So Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. You've got Woods and Kofi behind Kathy Kelly. Oh, Bron Breakker's there. He's looking at that title that Gunther's got. Alexa has a very distinguishable face. Yeah, definitely. Definitely not the one that we've seen in the video. Bron Breakker wanted to see the title for himself. Gunther saying that Bron really is a badass, which he is. He is. Bron saying you'll see sooner than you think. Oh, that's a tease. That's a brilliant tease. But next week we're having Gunther versus Sami Zayn. And we're getting Donnybrook match next week. Not even saving it for Saudi. I know. And we're getting Jey Uso versus Xavier Woods. So we're getting 3 title matches next week. That's awesome. I'm excited for next week's Raw, even though it's only 2 hours. Last monster standing. This ain't going long. So we got big Bronson Reed is coming out first. There we go. Braun Strowman's coming out. Love the t-shirt. One big SOB. Braun Strowman not taking his eyes off. Starting off, not messing about. Bronson straight into the steel steps to start with. Braun Strowman. Oh, choke slam through the announce desk off the steel steps. One big SOB. Big grin. Manager Valor in Havoc 95. Flair teamed with Sting to face Arn and Pillman. Flair tagged in immediately George Axton. Yeah. Miz heel 10 did remind you of that. Yeah. SOB not insulting your own mother. Little bit, I think, heel. Bronson moves so well. For a guy of 300 pounds, he moves absolutely phenomenal. Moves absolutely fantastic. But again, so does Braun Strowman. I think for the size of him, Braun Strowman moves a lot faster than people expect. Who do you think moves better, Bronson or Braun? because I think it's a very close call between both of them. I don't think you could say one is a lot better than the other. I think for the 6'8" of Braun Strowman, he moves fantastic, and he gets some good height on his drop kicks. So we've got 15 minutes left. We've got Braun Strowman versus Bron Breakker. No, we haven't. Braun Strowman versus Big Bronson Reed. There's so many B's going about. It is a last monster standing. Who do we think is going to get the win? You can vote on the YouTube poll. We are aiming for 3,000 subscribers. We only need about another 58, 59 to go. So any like, any share, any subscribe would be absolutely fantastic. Support from you guys makes us want to carry on doing this as much as we can. So if you can like the video, if you can share it, we do appreciate that. Bronson has more rhythm in the ring. Braun's more athletic for his weight. It's a close call, but we'll go with Bronson and moves better. I don't think you're far wrong. I think either way, both men could definitely be the more athletic ones, if you like. Oh, we've got some steps set up on the outside. Bronson Reed is looking for a suplex to the outside through them. Braun Strowman off the ropes. Big right. Oh! Bronson Reed throw them chairs on the outside. Braun Strowman back first. No, Bron Breakker back first. Throw them chairs on the outside. That looks like a rough bump to take. Smelling unfinished to lead to Saudi in the Sammy Gunther match. That's a great shout. That is a very good shout, Misfit. Big SOB slamming double axe handle to the back of Bronson Reed. So where they're going, steel chair to the back of Braun Strowman. Was looking, Braun Strowman was looking for another chokeslam, but Death Valley Driver, throw tables to the outside. Well, I said to the outside, they're already outside. Holy S chants ringing through the arena. Got to pick a new rumble now that Ilya's out. Yeah, I don't think Ilya would have won, but I think he'd have got down to the final 4. Whereas Bron Breakker, so many B's, like I said. Braun Strowman shoving Bronson Reed back to the ringside area. Thought it was going to be Gunther versus Ilya at Mania. I think that's a tough ask. I think that'd be a great match to have, but I think you could say that's a SummerSlam match, depending on where Gunther and Ilya are in terms of feuds further down the line. So I don't think you're far off, Misfit. I think it will be happening on the main roster. So I think, yeah, I don't think you're far wrong. But yeah, we've got about 10 minutes left. Not long left on Monday Night Raw this week. I will be back tomorrow to do my unboxing. We're going to have Ant here for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam Night 2 on Wednesday. And I think we probably will have some sort of preview for Bad Blood at some point. So if we are going to have that, it'll probably be through Wrestling Royalty. So if you make sure you subscribe to them, they will be also streaming through us. But at least that way you know you're not going to miss it. So make sure you've got the notification bell ticked to make sure you get notified when we're going live again. I just realised I didn't have any of my strawberries and cream tornado things. Danielson challenges Okada for the AEW Championship on Dynamite. Nice. I think that's going to be another incredible match. Why? Because it's an unbelievable pairing of a match. I mean, when they wrestled in January, it was 5 1/4 stars. That was it Wrestle Kingdom? But yeah, incredible match. For I mean, just between them this year alone, they've had 5 5-star matches. Braun Strowman thrown through the barricade. This is why people cite storytelling as a weakness for AEW. Mox will appear, but logistically and realistically speaking, the match shouldn't be happening. Realistically, I don't think you need to because it's Grand Slam. It's meant to be a showcase of professional wrestling. And I think a showcase putting Danielson and Okada in a match is a showcase match. I always think of stuff like Grand Slam as like a forbidden door where it's just throw another barricade. Front row getting a little bit too close to the action, I think, for what they would really like. So, what have we got there? Oh, we've got officials coming through, trying to check the ringside and the fans. Braun Strowman's knees are shot. He needs some time off. I think he does. I do think he does need some time off. Looks like there's a lot of security, Adam Pearce and everyone. Who's had five-star matches? Bryan Danielson and Okada this year, between them, have had 5 separate 5-star matches. Tsunami to Braun Strowman. Danielson had one against Swerve Strickland, where he won the title. Before that, you had Will Ospreay versus Danielson. You had Zack Sabre Jr. versus Danielson. Okada versus Ospreay. And then Okada versus Danielson. So, yeah, there's been 5 separate 5-star matches this year between them two. It's absolutely crazy. But, I mean, you look at Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There has been 10 5-star Will Ospreay matches this year. That's absolutely crazy. The ring's about to break. Yeah. Bronson Reed has got Pierce. Trying to get Bronson Reed off of... Oh, where's Braun Strowman? Braun Strowman is on the top 10 buckle. Crossbody, taking pretty much everyone out. Bronson Reed taken out. The security taken out. Braun get down. 385 pounds of humanity flying off the top at you. That is a scary, scary sight. That just looked absolutely terrifying. Who's going to be the first back to the feet? Could we go a double count out? Bronson already up to his feet. What are we up to? 4 count. Up to 6, 7, 8, and Braun Strowman's back to his feet. Last monster standing. Julia versus Roxanne Perez. Ricochet and Ospreay. Okada, Danielson, Punk and McIntyre. What a week in professional wrestling. What a week. That is an incredible lineup of a week of wrestling. That's crazy. Braun Strowman signaling he's going up to the top again. What's he going to look for this time? Actually, is he going back up? No. Steel chair thrown from Bronson Reed. The ring's about to go boom. I think it is about to explode. But who do you think is going to win, Misfit? Because not both of them can't win this match. Or do you think it'll end up in a no contest? Bronson is looking for a vertical suplex. Oh, top. There we go. Ring breaks. Not as dramatic as some of them I've seen, but It still is such a good visual in it. Absolutely crazy. Referee fell outside of the ring. Is that one? Referee, he's got to start counting. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is this coming out? Oh, is that? Seth's back. Seth's back. Seth stomped to Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed taken out by Seth. Braun Strowman gets the win. The delay cell from the ref. Rollins is back. That looks great. That was fantastic. Beautiful vision of the ring going. Seth back as we end Monday Night Raw. What an end to the show. Absolutely fantastic. The last 10 minutes of the match, I think the match wasn't much longer. Why, Seth? Why? Because Bronson Reed took out Seth a couple of months ago with, I think it was 6. I'm sure Miss Fit will remind us, 6 tsunamis in a row. So Seth come back for revenge. But what an end to the show. Will do. You forgot about that? Yeah. I was sort of looking over a few bits before I started, and it was like, does Roman Seth became coming back? Yeah. I knew Misfit would probably remember. I thought it was 6. Because I know Truth took 5. That was mentioned earlier on. But yeah, Seth took 6. That's why he was out for so long. Does that mean that our Truth is a lot stronger than Seth? Because it was only 2 weeks ago that our Truth took 5 and he was back 2 weeks later. But Rollins only took 1 more but was out 2 months. Sell job from Tessa Tor was fantastic. He's a brilliant announcer. Loving his work at the minute. So, what do you think the ratings are for the show? I'm going to say that was a good 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10. That was a brilliant, brilliant show from pretty much start to finish. Sethy Boy versus Reed at Bad Blood. I don't think so. I think it's too soon. Survivor Series, yes. I think that is a more logical step. Or maybe Crown Jewel. Misfits going 8 out of 10. I don't think there was really anything bad apart from the Lyra Valkyria, Zoey Stark stuff. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Match of the night, main event, 100%. That was fantastic. And what was your segment of the night? Whether you want to call it a promo, whether you want to call it a bit in a match. If you want the Uncle Howdy stuff, you could always use that. But for me, moment of the night, obviously the ring break. How can it not be the ring break? That was phenomenal as a show from pretty much start to finish. I don't think there was really any bad points apart from the Valkyria and Shayna Baszler stuff, because that's always just a little bit iffy for me. I don't like Shayna Baszler in a faction. I don't like her in a tag team. I want her on her own, absolutely destroying fools. But that is, again, it's Monday Night Raw. It's over and done with. If you haven't already, like I always say, like and share, subscribe to the channel. It does help us out. We do really appreciate it. And if you're around tomorrow, it's going to be an unboxing. I've got my Pro Wrestling crate up there, ready to go. But I wanted to get Monday Night Raw done. And tomorrow, I'll be back doing the unboxing a bit earlier than normal. And on Wednesday, we've got AEW Dynamite's Grand Slam Night 2. So there's plenty of action coming your way this week, guys. Misfit was glad there was no spoilers. Yeah. But when you've got so many matches and segments announced, I don't think you care because you know you're going to get an exciting show. But that is, like I said, Monday Night Raw, over and done with. We appreciate you guys for being here. We appreciate you tuning in every single week. And we shall see you soon. Have a good week, guys. Bye-bye.
It's Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior. Hello and welcome to Give Me a Hole, yeah, podcast. I hope everyone in Yorkshire and beyond is having an awesome day. Keep fanging and banging.